You know, music is my whole being. You know, if I couldn't do music, I probably wouldn't exist.
Top hat and towering stature aside, Jellybean Johnson is one of the most unassuming music legends in Minnesota history and a pioneer of the Minneapolis sound.
I mean, I've heard him play some blues that you want to walk up to somebody and just slap him and hug him at the same time. That's how good he is. He's that good. That's Jellybean Johnson.
Few people know the Minneapolis sound better than Walter Q Bear Banks. He's been playing it at KMLJ Radio for 43 years.
Prince is probably the most notable person, you know, globally out of everybody and everything. But talent-wise, this cat was so amazing. It's just crazy how much talent he had, and you know, all the different instruments that he could play.
Garry Jellybean Johnson grew up in Chicago. At 13, his mom moved the family to North Minneapolis for a better life. To keep Garry out of trouble, she bought him his first real drum kit. He learned to play by listening to the radio.
When I moved here, black radio was only on for like 4 hours, from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Forced me to listen to a lot of white rock stations, and that's how I got into Three Dog Night and Black Sabbath and Rare Earth and all those kind of people and stuff. And that changed me too musically.
As a teenager, Garry found friends in the neighborhood with a similar passion for music. We now know them as Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Morris Day, and Prince.
We would have this huge festival in the summertime, and all the rival bands and neighboring bands would come and play in front of thousands of people out in the park in North Cummings Park over here and stuff. So we cut our teeth doing that as, you know, youngsters.
Once Prince signed his first record deal at 18, he brought some of his North Side friends along. Prince created The Time, made Jellybean the drummer, and put them on the map in Purple Rain.
Prince told Morris, "You go back and get Jellybean, and we'll do the band. So you're going to sing." And Morris was like, "I don't want to sing. I want to just, I don't want to sing. I want to play the drums." He's like, "Well, no, I'll teach you."
It was the 80s, and the Minneapolis sound was reinventing pop music. But behind the scenes, Prince's bands, including The Time, were falling apart. Eventually, Jellybean turned to producing. He went to work for Flight Time Records and his old friends Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who at the time were working with Janet Jackson.
We were doing Rhythm Nation, and we had got to the end of Rhythm Nation. And Janet came with a song. It was this little bar phrase on a cassette, you know, but it was on a piano, you know. So Janet brought that to me, and I was like, wow, you know. And I told her, I said, you know, your brother has like, you know, Beat It and Dirty Diana and all stuff. I said it'd be really cool if, you know, if you had like a hard rock anthem.
So Jellybean turned the piano into an electric guitar, and that little bar phrase became the #1 hit, Black Cat.
And I told Janet, I said, you know, I want you to sound like a rock and roll queen on that. Now, I wasn't sure that she knew what the hell I was talking about. But it turned out she did. We kicked everybody out of Flight Time, her boyfriend, everybody, you know, kicked everybody out, just me and her. And, you know, which is good anyway, because, you know, to get that kind of sound, you got to be really, really loud.
Even now, some 40 years later, you can still hear Jellybean and that Minneapolis sound influencing some of music's biggest artists.
If you listen to Bruno Mars, you know, you hear that he did his homework on us. You know, he did his homework on, you know, and he'll tell you that. He said, we played the Grammys with him one year, and he said that, you know, he learned a lot of stuff from us.
Everybody. Greasiness, the funkiness, the stank, the grit, all of that's in it was exactly what the Minneapolis sound was.
And Jellybean's not done yet. At 64 years old, he just released a new album called Get Experience, the Jellybean Johnson Experience.
You know, I have all these different layers to my musical, you know, journey and stuff. So that's what I try to do on this record. I put a little bit of all of them in there, even though everybody knows like funky. Everybody knows about the hard rock guitar, hard guitar stuff. So we got all that in there. And I just got a fabulous group of musicians together, and they were willing to give me their time to do this.
Back on stage at the Minnesota Music Cafe, Jellybean Johnson is in his element. Doesn't matter if it's for 1 or 100,000. He's here for the music, what it does for the soul, an unassuming music icon, writing the next chapter of his legendary career.
It's not just getting up there to play just because there's a paycheck at the end of the day. He loves his music and what he's done. And all the people that he's worked around have been touched by his musical career and are still being touched by it.
Amy Hockert, Fox 9.
Good evening, everybody. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling well. Welcome to Funkatopia Live. I am your host, Mr. Christopher. WTF. Welcome to Funkatopia. And this is my illustrious co-host, Mr. Michael Bland. Yeah, man. Oh, do I think I have an applause thing, don't I?
I'm waving like the queen.
You gotta love that. Listen, tonight we are going to be celebrating. You can hear me, okay, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
great.
good. Tonight we're celebrating the life of Jellybean Johnson, and you know, it was a little bit of a shock because he was always a good friend to me. Always a good dude. And I have a multitude of interviews and run-ins with Jellybean. And he was just such an amazing person. So I never saw him angry, but I could tell that if you ever crossed him,
you didn't want to get beat upset. No,
I was just like, yeah, I couldn't imagine being on the receiving end of it. I mean, he was such an open and cheerful and joyful character, but I could tell. You could look at him and say, yeah. I bet.
7 foot tall and full of rage. Not Jelly. I don't know who would be able to deal with him. I've seen him, not lose his temper, but be visibly upset from time to time. And you're right. It's nothing nice at all. See how he plays the drums, man. He plays the drums like mother. If I, he's beating them up. He's not beating the drums. He's beating them up.
Yeah. So I didn't set up any lights today. I mean, normally I'm like it's really, really bright, but I didn't want to have lights on my face today. I just kind of wanted to relax and really just hang out with people. Just so you guys know, we did send out some invites for anybody that wanted to drop in and pay their respects. So we may have some special guests. I'm not promising anything. We may have some special guests this evening though. And once that first guest comes in and things start going, it's going to be one of those nonstop things. And so I anticipate that kind of, I anticipate that
it will stop eventually.
Yes. And sometimes, for instance,
that's a bit of a commitment.
Well, let me just say, a couple weeks ago when we had my birthday celebration, I had already sent out the invites to have people come in, and there was so many people.
Right. Sorry, I missed that. By the way,
no, it was fun. You were rehearsing for a show.
My heart was here though.
Yeah. But it was great. I mean, it was really fantastic.
Well, who came?
A lot.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot. Did I not have the? I thought I had. At one point in time, I had it all written down on a piece of paper, but I threw that paper away. But I mean, it was Gilbert Davison came and Eric Leeds came, and there was so many people. It was a lot. It was a lot of folks. So it was a lot of fun. So I kind of felt some sort of way sending out an invite just a couple of weeks later to say, yeah, I know I kind of reached out, but this was very, very unexpected. And I got the alert about Jellybean's passing in the middle of the night. I was laying in bed. I think I was watching football. No, it wasn't. It was Saturday. So I don't know what it was Friday. Was it Friday night? I don't recall, but it was late. And somebody had texted me and said, I can't believe that Jellybean has passed. And I of course sat up and I was just like, okay, you always hope that it's bad information, that it's just like, no, that can't be. I just can't, because there's some people that you just think, oh, this is just one of these amazing human beings that's going to live forever. Yeah. It was Arlene says late Friday. I want to say it was late Friday because it wasn't Saturday night that I heard it. I was pretty confident it was late Friday night that I heard it, like late Friday night. But okay. Yeah, Rodney, you should know better because you were at the party, the dance party for the release of the Around the World in a Day when I contacted you. Right, exactly.
That was Friday night.
Yeah, it was Friday. It was late Friday night. And it was like, and I was reaching out to all the people that I felt like had some connections that could give me like some information, because I wasn't about to post it on Funkatopia and then have a bunch of people hammering me.
Absolutely. When I first heard, what I heard basically was that Eric Rogers had posted something about it. And then G Sharp called me like, hey man, Eric Rogers just posted that Bean passed. I'm like, I don't believe it. Yeah. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I have to find out whether or not it's true. And I actually texted Eric and he told me what happened.
Yeah. I didn't think to reach out to Eric because somebody had said that, Eric had said it, and I knew that Eric was close. And so it's just one of those scenarios where it's just so shocking.
Yeah.
That, it's because again, you don't, it's especially since he just had a birthday, which let me just say was horrendous because of the fact that November 20th, I looked to see on my sheet of things I was supposed to post. And I missed posting his birthday on November 19th. And I was just like, oh no. And I'm like normally really good about that stuff. And I didn't, it was just shocking. And I was so devastated, but the first person to confirm it for me was Freeze. Freeze confirmed it because, Freeze works right alongside of him, and he confirmed. And then of course, shortly after, his partner Marty confirmed. So it was kind of back to back. So what we're going to be doing tonight, obviously I want to make sure that you guys, I'm trying to watch your chat room. The chat room's going 100 miles a minute right now, but we already have 2 guests in the green room already. So tonight we're going to just be thinking about Jellybean and spending some time talking about him and sharing stories about Jellybean. And so you guys, please talk amongst yourself. I will try to keep an eye on. Michael will also try to keep an eye on everything that's going on over there.
Yeah,
let's bring in 2 folks who were legitimately close, and I'll start with somebody who I've really grown close to over the past 10 years, and he's been just a really good dude. ladies and gentlemen, first off, I'm going to bring both of them in at the same time, but
well, all right.
I can only bring them one at a time. So let's start with my good friend, Mr. Mark Webster.
Well, Webb.
Mark.
What's up, gentlemen?
Listen, I want to cry just seeing Webb for other reasons. Webb, you're a real one, man.
Dude. This is hard. This is hard.
Yes.
And I told Christopher it would be hard for me, even right now, man.
That's a lot. It's enough. Yeah. Well, I'll let you kind of pull together a little bit. Let me bring our other guest in here, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please welcome Dr. Matt Fink as well?
Mark, hi guys. Hey, Mark, don't do that. You're going to start making me get choked up. I had a rough weekend, man.
Put him in the green room till he's cool, man.
Yeah, man. I told him. I said
you're gonna have everybody on here crying.
Bro. I wasn't ready for this. Hey, as much as I admire all you guys, and I admire you, Christopher, what you're doing and stuff. And Michael, I love you, Matt Fink. I've been watching you guys for a lot of years, and it's just and a lot of people in my life has passed, but this one, because Jellybean was so tactile to people, he's always available, he's always everywhere. It's like it's gonna be hard to walk in somewhere and he's not there. It's hard, dude. I'm a grown man. Shit, grown man cry too, right, Michael?
Amen.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean,
I cry all the time, Mark.
It's hard. It's hard.
I cry at movies, for God's sake. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
TV shows for crying out loud. Comedy TV shows, that have like happy endings.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So
I wear my heart out on my sleeve half the time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I also know that it's very, very late over in the area where this gentleman is at. So let's bring in another guest as well. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the incomparable Mr. Sonny T.
Oh, Sonny, sorry.
Oh, I love
my brother.
Sonny.
Where's he at? Oh, there he is.
Sonny T.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting crazy signal.
No,
You're
that's
good,
okay.
man. You're good, Sonny.
That's good.
Man, Christopher, you got me
what's
all
up?
These stars, man.
You a star to me, Mark Webster.
Y'all trying to get the big screen, man, so I can see all y'all.
You a star, Mark Webster.
I'm on my phone. Yeah, Mike Scott's over here with me too.
Oh, right.
We just got to playing a concert here with Georgia, so. And now we're at a dinner. You know how it is, Mike. You know about them Italian dinners.
Yeah, they don't start till 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sorry, what you say?
They don't start till 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
I got to go to Milan in the morning. Yeah. Yo,
wow.
Wow.
Yes,
but
well,
speaking about being,
apparently the satellite's not happy, or for all we know, it's Starlink. Just kidding. I'm getting sporadic stuff from Sonny, man. Are you okay, everybody?
Yeah, we can hear him.
Yeah,
I got everybody, man.
Okay, good. Was breaking up a little bit. Thank you.
So who would like to start about their first encounter with Jellybean and meeting Jellybean? Who I would assume that Sonny, you would probably Sonny, you think you
Yeah. You're the OG in the room that met him before all of us. Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Bean grew up together. We both went to Lincoln Junior High, North High. Bean was he was a phenomenal, actually a great basketball player. That boy could ball. And he just turned out to be a cool drummer, because I had my band and family, and then they had their band Flight Time, and we were rivals, but we were still friends. We weren't shooting at each other or nothing, wasn't that kind of silly idiocy that's going on these days, But he always was cool. He was always the same guy. He'd be like, "Hey, Sonny, how you doing, man? North Side, right? Yeah, North Side, boy. Because we were from North Minneapolis, and it was harsh over there for black people. You know what I'm saying? Black folks went through a lot of garbage over there. So But anyway, it was just an amazing guy, you know. And in the years after he got with the time, you know, I was really amazed at his discipline because he was always a disciplined drummer, you know. But his discipline to play all this stuff, you know, that Morrison and Princeton and recorded in the studio, he was right on top of all of that mess, you know. And then that fool started playing guitar. I'm like, man, how many guitars you got at home, man? I'm like, hold up. You know, I mean, he was always trying to play guitar, but he really started playing guitar. And I'm like, I did a couple gigs with him, you know, where it's just like a rock trio type of thing. Me, him, and Craig Dion, drummer. Y'all know Craig.
Yeah.
You know.
Craig was cool
and you know, we played few gigs together. You know, and the last time I seen him was right before I came to Italy. You know, he came down to Bunkers, and I was asking him, I said, where y'all playing, man? He said, oh, well, the time going out, we going to California. I said, I'm going to get ready to head back out to Italy, bro. You know, it's good to and I always ask him, just like I used to ask Prince, you want to sit in? You want to play? He's like, nah, man, no, man, I'm chilling, man. He just, you know, and then he'd be gone. He'd leave. He wouldn't stay so long, you know. So it was, you know, you know, and it hit me so hard because Tommy Barbarella hit me and said, Sonny, did you hear what happened to Bean? And I was like, what? I was thinking, car accident, what? Then I went on Instagram and then I just broke down in tears. I just cried for about an hour and a half. I couldn't believe it. You know, because he's been my friend for life, you know, and it just broke my heart. I was like, what? So this cannot be real. And it really kind of messed me up on my over here, you know, on my gig. Cause, you know, it's like when you're in that kind of sorrow, you know, sometimes you can't separate that sorrow from anything else, you know. Because these are, you know, a lot of my friends are passing now, you know, and you know, it's the age group too, you know. And it's a sad thing, and I just really miss him, and I, you know, because his daughter and my daughter, they went to school together. So, you know, in Brooklyn Park, you know. So, and they knew each other very well, you know, and I haven't talked to Brandy about it yet, but my daughter. But anyway, the thing that's really inspired me about him, he always had a great smile, and he always had an uplifting thing to say to me. You know, he wouldn't throw nobody under the bus. He didn't trash nobody. You know, he didn't, you know, go into the thing. You know, he was just always cool. You know, I mean, no matter what he might have been thinking, you know, everybody got thoughts, but what came out of his mouth was always dope. So I was cool with that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks, son. Thank you for sharing that with us, man.
Man, absolutely.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
You wanted to say?
I just wanted to say I noticed that many of. Oh, hold on.
No. He's trying to get Mike Scott to.
Yeah, he's trying to get Mike Scott.
Yeah.
I'll mute him for. I'll mute him for a second.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, I got Mike Scott here with me too. He's in Italy too. Hey, come on,
man.
Sit down.
Okay, hold on, Vic. We'll bring in just a second.
I already did my.
Hey, me and Sonny T in the place to be.
Yeah, we see a finger.
Hey.
Oh, I see it doing
you got a finger. There you go. There you go.
Take the thumb off the lens, bro. Yeah, that we got
it. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Scott, what's up, man?
Okay.
Hey, man. We all gathered here to talk about an amazing guy that has touched all of our lives.
That's right.
I met Jellybean just like I met Sonny, and I met Michael, and I met everybody when I came to Minneapolis in '92 with Radiant at the Minnetonka Marriott, whatever the fuck. But Jellybean was one of the people that, like Michael and Sonny and yourself, you meet and touch certain people that they just radiate in your life forever. And Jellybean is one of those people for all of us. Such a huge loss to the not to just the Minneapolis music scene, to the world
Yes, sir.
for this amazing heart that we had from Jellybean. And me and Sonny been talking to me about all day. He said, "Man, we gotta go say something, man." So hey, love y'all guys for pulling this together to do this. And goddamn, the world's a little bit of a lesser amazing place.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Right now.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Man.
But thank
sharing,
God
Mike.
for all of us that were able to touch, talk to, play with, engage with such an amazing figure, like a flame that you can either stand back and look at, or you can go up to and touch with your finger. Jellybean was one of them cats, man.
Yeah.
And God damn it, the world is a little less of the world without him.
Yes.
Don't make me
Agreed.
start crying, man.
No.
Don't make me and Sonny both start crying.
Yeah, I already did all that.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, we appreciate y'all taking this minute to for us to reflect on the amazing guy that dude was. I always tell people God made one Sonny T, he made one Michael Bland, he made one fucking Jellybean.
Right.
That's
right.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just one.
one. Yes.
So does that mean there's two of me, Mike?
Just one.
These are jokes. These are jokes. I'm sorry.
There's definitely one of you, Frank.
Wait, I gotta wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta say
Yeah.
something. I swear to God, I saw my doppelganger one time playing guitar in a club somewhere in Colorado years ago, back in like 1979. But anyway, that's beside the point. So you never know, Sonny. You never know. There could be another Sonny T. I'm sorry.
You know what? Was he playing guitar or was he playing drums?
He's playing guitar.
Was he playing guitar or playing drums?
Guitar.
You know what? And I've talked to a million people that did not know he played guitar. And I've been posting, holy shit. Just like me and Sonny and all of you are here acknowledging him right now. Bean was a beast. He was a Godzilla of a guitar player.
Oh yeah, no, he emulated Hendrix and all those kinds of players, no question. He learned from all that kind of style, rock playing.
Oh, him and that goddamn whammy bar. Oh my God! Every guitar he would pull out, he had to.
Uh-oh.
Did we get the freeze?
I don't know.
We're lost.
Play bunkers and whip out a guitar. Like, what the fuck? And he ride that whammy, man. When he ride that whammy, he ride that whammy, man.
Hey, homies, we're going to let y'all go because we got to go to Milan in the morning. So we just want to just check. We want to give love for Jellybean and for the fan that knew him and loved him. We love him and we miss him. And I just say God bless his family, and I just pray that they all, can get through this thing, in a good way.
Yeah.
So,
thanks,
y'all.
Thanks a lot, Sonny. We appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks. Great to see you. Great to see you, Sonny.
I'll get at you, brother. Yeah, okay.
Sonny T and Mike Scott. There they are, man. That was amazing. You know what? Now we have a room to fill, so we got somebody to pull in the mix. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for drummer extraordinaire, Mr. David Garibaldi's in the house.
Right. My goodness.
Oh man. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for having me. Can you hear me with these things on?
Yeah, we absolutely can hear you.
Great. Great.
Well, I wanted to make sure that I brought you in, but before I start with you, David, because I didn't want you to have to sit in the green room the whole time. Fink, I know you had a story. It's either going to be either you or Mark Webster as far as who met Jellybean after Sonny T. Mark, you guys are probably neck and neck.
Probably him. I know I met Sonny back in like 1977, 78.
He beat me.
And
yeah, you beat
I met
me
him
on
around about the same time I met Alexander O'Neill, man. I just remember them dudes. I remember the Phyllis Wheatley over there when them guys used to jam over there.
No, I met all those guys in '79. That's when I met them. The whole North Side crew was '79.
Yeah. And hey, all you musicians, you know, I respect all y'all. I'm just a guy who just stood out in the crowd and just cheered y'all on. But before I leave, I want to share one thing with you guys. It was this Friday at 6:06, and I keep reading this text and this video being sent me. But at the time, I was sleeping, and I didn't wake up until 8:25, and I sent him an emoji back. I went to work. I got off about 2:30 in the morning, and I look at my phone, and I see all these calls. I got Greg Brooks calling me. I got people calling me from LA all over. I'm saying, what is this? What's blowing my phone up? So I called Greg Brooks. And I said, Brooks, what's going on? He says, man, you don't know? I said, what? He says, Jellybean passed away. I dropped my phone. That's the first time I ever felt faint. I said, what? And that really bothered me because, like, me and Bean always text, and he always say, you know, Bean was a real person. You know what I'm saying? He was smiles and everything out in public. He loved people. You never hear him talk about people. But then Bean had a little other side where he kind of wind down a little bit, you know. But you know, we had those conversations, and he was a cool ass dude. But he always told me, he says, Mark, I love you, man. I love you. And you know, he talked about what I've done for Prince and other people. He says, man, you hang in there for me too. You hang in there for me too. So, you know, it really kind of touched me when I heard that he passed away. And when Christopher, you asked me to come on here, and I know I was going to be surrounded by some great musicians and stuff. And it's just to this minute and this time, I just feel, I don't know. Prince died, I hurt, but you know, this one here is just really kind of close to home. But I just want to share with you guys that Bean was tactile. He always responded to my calls. He always kind of, you know, talked to me. I mean, just about music, about life, about his kids, about like when he came up here from Chicago at 5 years, all that stuff. And like, he was like a family member to all of us in Minneapolis. I mean, seriously. So I'm really kind of devastated. I'm trying to get over it. I hope we can all come together and do something real positive. And I know, Christopher, we talked about some things. If you need me for anything, Michael, you know I'm there. You know I'm there.
I love you, Webb.
Doc, you know I'm there. And Christopher, you know I'm here, and I'm willing to help you guys do whatever it is to fulfill this man's legacy, because he truly, truly needs it, man. And I love y'all, man. I hate to sign off, but hey, I gotta go. But just know that we all love Jellybean, man, and especially me. And I like I said, I don't like to cry, but man, I mean, my mom and dad passed away, man. And this is the only time I felt this way. So I'm sorry, man, you know. So
don't apologize, Webb. We're here to share our feelings, man.
Yeah, so I appreciate you, Christopher, inviting me on amongst you great people. And then hope to see y'all soon and be able to talk about doing something for Jelly.
Great. We'll be in touch, man. Definitely.
All right. Thanks, Christopher. Nice seeing you, Doc.
So, can you guys hear me?
Let me see how to get out of here first.
For like the last almost for about the last 4 to 5 minutes, his entire talking to me on my end was garbled and breaking up the whole time.
What about
Mark when he was talking? Well, now you guys are okay now that he's off. But for me, his feed was really bad. I didn't hear anything he said.
I don't know why.
But that's okay.
Pretty cool. Well, Christopher,
now you're breaking up again.
Chris, can't hear you.
Maybe it's my connection.
That's me. That's me.
Okay, now it's working.
Yeah, that was me, because once again, whenever I take a sip, I don't want you guys to have to hear like ice and rattling and typing and stuff. So I always
appreciate that.
We
appreciate that. Yes.
Okay.
And let me just say, Matt, I think you're up. When did you meet Jellybean? What kind of stories you got? I mean,
well, I met him, not long after Prince brought me on board to perform with him, because he was a part of his circle at that time. And then we were just around each other on a regular basis, and it was just kind of, we all just became friends, and there was a lot of camaraderie, and we had a lot of fun on tour, and that's all I can say about it. You know, we all just we were like a family out there, you know, like a bunch of young, you know, guys just, you know, out there trying to have a good time and entertain people, you know.
Yeah. That's just a lot. And I know, you know, you guys were touring with them all the time. And I mean,
well, the first few years, you know, first couple, 3 tours,
there was a lot of shows in there.
Yes. Yes. But then, you know, after they didn't join us on the Purple Rain tour. And then when I left the organization at the end of 1990, I kind of was just running a studio and raising my family, and I'd see Jellybean every once in a while out, you know, in the clubs, and we'd, you know, chew the fat and all that, and we stayed in touch here and there. But I really got close to him in the last 3 years because I started working with St. Paul and the Minneapolis Funk All-Stars right at the end of 2022. And he would join us from time to time when he wasn't available with the time. And I really grew much closer to him and to each other. And we really, you know, I mean, I'm just beside myself about this because he's such a sweetheart of a guy. And that's all I can say. A gift to the world, as we all know, you know.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just tough. It's tough for a lot of people, and I know it's really tough for me too, because I mean, I have not, there's no, I don't, David, I don't, how do you know Jellybean, or what was do you have any Jellybean stories?
I don't know if I have any stories. I mean, he's the kind of guy, I mean, there's certain people that I know that are so nice that you just know that they don't have any enemies anywhere. They're just the nicest people. And that's the way that he was. You know, with Tower Power, we'd go to Minneapolis. I don't know how many times we went there, played all kind of different venues, and, you know, we're there a lot. And for some reason, Bean was always at the shows. He would come all the time.
Yeah.
And he would make sure that he would come and say hello and hang out. And I just, you know, thought it was really, really cool that he would always come by, you know, and pay his respects, I guess you want to say. So he did that for me. And so I got to, you know, Chris, you invited me to come in today, man. I just, you know, had to be here so that I could, you know, just give tribute to a really blessed human being, man. I mean, he was just a wonderful, wonderful person. He reminded me a lot of Ricky Lawson. Ricky was also a guy who was like that, you know, really, really kind person. And, you know, whenever he was around, he would come by and say hello. And, you know, Ricky Lawson, you know, and then Jellybean. I mean, come on, great people. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't really have any stories to tell other than, you know, all my times with him were just really just great. You know, it was peaceful, and he's always full of energy, positive things to say all the time. You know,
Yeah.
Just a cool person. You know.
So David, I just wanted to say hello to you because I don't know if we've ever met before, and I wanted to say it's nice.
I don't think so. No.
Meet you here in this forum. I know it's not in person, but I just want to say hi back, and good to meet you. I've been to some of your shows too. I'm sorry I didn't meet you backstage after though.
No, no worries. No worries.
Yeah.
So I'm actually surprised, because my thought would be that, you know, Jellybean would have talked to you at some point in time regarding 777-9311, because, you know, we had talked about what was that discussion? I mean, because I know, just so we're clear, when David came on the show, we cleared up the rumor that the drum pattern on that drum machine for 777-9311, David said he did not create that. And so that's like one of these huge groundbreaking truths that you kind of dropped.
I don't think Bean believed me. I don't think he'd believe me because every time he'd see it, we had like these conversations about this, and he would always say that how great it was and blah blah blah, and you know.
That's funny.
It wasn't me. I'd love to take credit for it. I mean, it was in the way. It's the way that I play, but I can't take credit for that. Some other brilliant mind did that, you know.
Or maybe piece together some.
It's pieced together because there's something else going on there. Prince,
Mike, we can't hear you, bro.
Oh, can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
I don't know why he can't then.
No, I'm not hearing you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Check, 1, 2.
I could hear Matt. I could hear, but Michael, I'm not
Matt,
hearing.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not meant to hear me in this moment.
I can't read your lips, but I know it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of unusual because all of us can hear Michael except for you, which is a weird. Well, that's a nuance.
You wait for a minute, Dave.
Okay. Oh, boy.
It's a combination of electronics. Prince did something. Corey Eischen told me the story. He knows exactly what happened. It's really kind of like, well, Matt can attest to the fact that Prince was always just ingenious in the way he used machines, and he just did stuff that a lot of people wouldn't even try.
Right.
You know? And it's the case with this also.
Everybody can hear him but me. That's weird.
Well, David, all he was essentially saying was that he blamed it on Prince. That he basically blamed it on Prince. That he probably did something with the drum machine, and who knows? Who knows?
Well,
you tell David I said that it was Prince.
Hold on, no, wait, no. When all else fails, hang up and come back on, Michael, and then see. And if it's still,
I'm not the one with the problem. It's Dave.
No, but well, then David has to get off and come back on and see if he can get everything. I have a feeling it's a technical glitchy thing. It's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, who's leaving? Who's leaving first? Me leaving, then come back in.
Yes.
Dave, try to come back. Try to leave and then come back in and see if you get back.
Get Michael back.
Meanwhile, we do have 2 more guests to bring into the studio. Believe it or not. Oh, there you go. Fake. That's perfect. That's perfect. Corey Eichen's actually in the chat room. What's going on, Corey?
I could have invited him.
Yeah. So first off, I want to bring in somebody who actually broke the news for a lot of people because of how close he is to Jellybean. I'm going to bring both of the guests in, but I'm going to let him speak first once I get them situated here. But first off, let me bring in a good friend of mine. We've gotten close over the years, Mr. Eric Rogers from Paisley 5 and Dime. Eric, hey, sir, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing fantastic. And the other guest that's in the green room, well, first off, David's back. Hold on, first let's test this first. David, can you hear everybody now? Michael, can you talk?
Hello, David.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes,
that's a yes. That's
okay.
a yes.
Okay, great. Okay. 2 drummers in the room. We can't even communicate.
Look that we got 2. Oh, there it goes. That one dropped off. All right,
there we go.
So, and the other guest we have that's in the green room that I'll bring him in. Of course, one of the Game Boys.
Everybody disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, did it? Oh gosh. Let's see what happens when I bring the next guest in.
Everybody disappeared. That is so weird.
Damon D, what's going on, man?
Brother.
Damon.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
How y'all doing?
Goodbye.
Pat, Mike, Eric, Chris, what's going on?
What up, Dave?
Mr. Dixon, how are you, sir?
David dropped out, and I'm sure he'll come back in. Eric, you were one of the first people to drop the news. Can you tell everybody exactly how you found out?
To a certain extent, yeah. I mean,
don't overshare, man.
Absolutely not.
I mean, nobody's asking you to lay it all.
Actually, the first person I notified was Damon, because I had just left Damon's house, and when I pulled in the driveway, my wife's phone started blowing up. So I looked over to see, this light was coming on the car. So I looked down, and there was a series of 3 or 4 texts, and all I saw was the first one from the family, and it said Jellybean's gone. And I just stopped the car and called Marty. You know, I didn't read on that the rest of it was, you know, some personal stuff, and that I probably shouldn't be calling. But as soon as I saw the message, my heart sank, and I just reacted. And because I was just with Bean just a few days prior, and so yeah, I called Damon and told him, and the family said, you have numbers, start notifying people. And so I sent messages out to as many people as I could, like, get right away, but it was already, you know, some of the hours people were doing things in the evening. And then one person had made a post that that there was like an RIP Jellybean, and I was concerned that people would start getting the wrong idea or thinking some kind of like hoax post or something like that. So I quickly crafted a post, you know, with a heavy heart. I'm really sorry to be bringing this news, and that's why it ended up being so early. But it was mainly to squelch all of the, I guess, the weird thoughts that people would have about maybe it was a hoax or something like that. I got a text from Michael pretty instantly. It said, "Brother, I hope you've been hacked." And I think my reply was, "I'm really sorry, but no." And it was, I talked to Matt, I talked to Paul. You know, I tried to reach as many people as I could without going through like texting and stuff like that. But, you know, time was of the essence. It was happening so fast, and it was in the moment that things were happening. So for some people that may feel the post was early, my apologies, but the posts were already starting to come out, and I didn't want bad information out there. And I know that above and beyond anything else, my credibility would speak a lot, and people know that if I posted it, that there has to be some truth to it. So I just wanted it to be right, and I was asked to spread the word by members of the family. So that's the only reason I did it. It wasn't one of those TMZ jump on kind of things. It was strictly out of love for my brother.
Yeah. I was the same way with, because even though I was hearing it in a variety of places, I don't think I really took it seriously until Marty texted me, and she texted me directly, and she said, she told me that he had left, and I kept denying. I was in a state of denial, even after I posted shortly after you did, for that very reason, because my phone was getting blown up. Like, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? So yeah, I totally understand your positioning, because there's AI things that are out there right now of Morris Day crying, that it was an AI video or something that got created. And I mean, so this, it's so frustrating, because it's when something is not taken seriously, that means so much to a community. And I don't know how to explain it.
I can give you one sentence that kind of helps, and I've kind of discovered it over these last few days since this incident, is it's very difficult to be sensitive in a very AI-driven, insensitive world.
Right.
So trying to find that spot where you are still trying to give compassion, but beat the machine to the negative information, it's very tough to do, because then it just looks like a race instead of compassion.
Eric, I don't know if you were finished or not. I didn't want to cut you off, but I was
No,
going to say
you're good.
I think it's contagious in Western civilization. I think there is this thing where people like they think it's a race to tell the worst news possible. I don't know why people are so quick to spread. This is not negativity. This is just a fact of life, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like people really, it's like, wow, man, why are you in such a hurry to spread bad news? To spread, incendiary conjecture and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a symptom of the culture of social media, man. So I understand what you're saying. I didn't want to believe it when you texted me. G Sharp called me. I actually said this earlier. G Sharp said Eric Rogers posted it, so on and so forth. And I was like, I'm right there with Christopher. I was just like, no. Even after you confirmed that it was true, something in me just did not want to accept it.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's different with Bean than it was with Prince, because Prince was a person who was difficult to get to know. You know what I mean?
That's a fair statement.
He's a complicated person, especially on a social level, as far as my experience with him. But with Bean, what you saw was what you got. So,
yeah.
It was the first people I went out to were F Deluxe and Minneapolis Funk All Stars were the first people I tried to hit. The only reason Damon was the first one was because I literally just left his house and I just pulled into mine. So I just stunned. And plus, I know that Kirk plays with Minneapolis Funk All Stars, and I didn't have Kirk's direct, but I knew Damon did. So, and I think that was my text or my message to you was notify Kirk immediately. And that's why. And that's why I went to Matt, Paul. That's why the people that I had sent messages out to, I texted Susanna and Eric and, everyone that was either with the family, F Deluxe, or the Minneapolis Funk All Stars, that they were the first ones. And by the time I got that in, there was a couple Revolution members that I sent text to and felt I had to field some calls real quick, but then the other posts started coming and it was 1,000 miles per hour. But aside from all that, Michael, I've told you that, you were like a big inspiration. The only instrument I ever played was drums. And I can't believe that I'm sitting in a room with you and Garibaldi at the same time. So my brain is exploding.
Yeah.
Mr. Garibaldi, it's an honor to just be in the same chat room with you, sir.
You're very kind, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Man,
one thing that is very evident, because I don't live with y'all. I mean, I'm out here on the West Coast, but one thing's really, really evident, and I always loved it when I would go to Minneapolis and I saw what kind of a brotherhood and kind of like a tight-knit community that you have there, musical community. And I thought it was so cool. I mean, it's so evident right now, to see how much everybody cares about each other. I mean, it's a really, really cool thing. It reminds me of the early days of Tower here in the Bay Area. We had this cool little scene going on, but you guys got it going on there. I mean, I always loved coming to Minneapolis when, we would come through there. I just loved being there because it was so fun meeting everybody and seeing everyone. Ricky and his brothers would come over and, Bean was there always, It was just beautiful. And I feel like a fly on the wall, just kind of like hanging out while you guys, talk about how much love you have for him and for each other and for what you guys do. I mean, it's so cool, Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Damon, how long have you known Bean? I mean, obviously it's been many, 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 many years, decades, obviously, but how did you first meet Bean, and share stories if you have them?
Oh man. First of all, I appreciate you having me on, man.
Sure.
Anytime you ask me to come on, I'm always debating should I jump in or whatever. I don't necessarily, I don't. There's a lot of times I feel like I'm not fitting in that. But to just talk about what Bean Man, I met Bean probably late 79, 80, 81, somewhere in them areas. Bean used to play around the city. Didn't really know him, just kind of knew of him and saw him in places and stuff. Didn't really meet Bean until Purple Rain. And then after that, it was ongoing things, just kind of seeing him here and there performing or whatever. And through the movies, Purple Rain and Graffiti Bridge, is when we actually really had a lot of contact, where it was, we was in these sets and just laughing about stuff and always talking. On a personal level, me and Bean communicated quite a bit over text. He would always send me a bunch of memes, laughing about some stuff, and then sending some things. We even had someone trying to tarnish our relationship, friendship-wise, and we had to squash the situation with that person. And then, but like in true Bean fashion, he was like, "Damon, you know me, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I'm just giving you a heads up that this person was being stupid." He said, "Hey, fuck that shit." And I was like, "Okay, I got you." And we moved past that. But like me and Bean was always very cordial. Whenever I popped in somewhere and saw him, I had this thing. I always would go up and grab him by his neck and kiss him on his forehead. And he'd go, "God darn it, Damon, you see what you're doing to me?" And start laughing, and we start acting goofy and stuff while we're sitting around. But
that's great.
It's beyond the music stuff for me with Bean. We, like I said, we go back to a while, and I know some people that knew his family way before the time and all that stuff. And so I was reading something today that talked about Bean. His daughter posted it, and the incredible part of that hit me at that moment, that this is who Bean is. Bean was one of the most caring, loving, respectable. He was the kind of fella that you could be in a room and be yourself and don't have to act like you somebody celebrity. Bean was not that. Bean was always, our conversations were very insightful for me, because he know I was going through some things, and he would always be like, "Well, Damon, man, he would always try to uplift me, even though he knew what I was talking about." What touched me the most is that I know Bean as a person, not just a musician, but as a person. This man was a great father, especially after reading what I read today that his daughter put out. This man was one of them people that would bring you into his fold, bring you into his world. He was a mentor to a lot of young musicians.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And no matter what anybody could say, Bean had this welcoming, this thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I mean, my love for that brother is just so deep. I don't take nothing for granted that we talked about. That man gave me an insight on just trying to be cool about life. You don't have to stress on everything. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna cuss somebody out if they get on my damn nerves, but then I'm gonna be laughing about it.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was just one of them things that hit me today, and I just sitting. I'm like, Bean was more than just a musician, man. This dude was like bigger than life, but yet humble within himself.
And so good and approachable. The first time, this is so funny. The first time, and I actually have this sound clip. It's really funny. I had a little recorder. I don't have it. I can't show it to you, but it's a little handheld recorder. And I do. I actually have it right here. And I had this hand recorder in my hand at the Minnesota Music Cafe. And I saw Jellybean and I said, "Hey, it's nice to meet you." And we got a selfie together. and I said, I have an online radio station I would really love to get a bumper from you to put on the he didn't even let me explain it. He goes, "What's it?" He took the mic out of my hand and he says, "What's it called?" It says, I said, "Funkatopia." And this is what he said. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Jellybean. You listen to Funkatopia. It's bad men, bad man.
Thank you.
He's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
I actually had to edit it down so it just
right.
So when you hear the actual bumper, I had to take I was like, okay, it's like appreciate it. But
and that's who he was.
It just spoke to his character that he just was able to just take it from me. Says, "This is what you want. Here it is." It's just approachable. And matter of fact, I'm not going to show it right now. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I have like a 7.5-minute video because I asked people that if you've gotten your picture taken with Jellybean to please put it on this post. And I actually made a video of all of them back to back, along with a track from the time. And I said, I wanted to, and it was just astounding to me because I thought maybe 20 people will post photos, but they just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And I was just like, how accessible is this man that every single, like anybody that asked him to take a picture, he'd be right there, be like, absolutely. Thank you for that. And he loved that he was being recognized, but on the same note, he was also being very open and vulnerable and just accessible. It's just, you don't have people that not just accessible from a physical standpoint, but also just an emotional, mental standpoint. Cause he just seemed like he was just all about finding out about you and absorbing you. And, you don't meet cars like that.
It's called showing love to the people that actually show you love all the time.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's about the fans. And at the end of the day, Jellybean knew that it was about the fans, why we are where we are, why we are who we are, why people know who we are is the fans. So
sure,
I agree to that. And I will never, ever, I can't see myself being like somebody stuck behind some barricade, and I can't speak to people who pretty much made me who I am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reciprocity of it. It's the sharing
Mike.
love.
Yes, sir, Mike.
Mm-hmm. He was an open channel for just love and light.
Yeah.
Really.
I have a friend who says that he wants to be the kind of person that when you see him coming, you smile.
Yeah.
And I think, oh man,
that's it right
deep.
there.
Yeah, that was Bean. You see him coming and you're smiling because you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, well, I know when he seen me coming, we was always laughing. He'd start laughing before I even get there. If he saw me first, he'd be laughing already like, oh, you start on me.
Yep.
So, we had that all the time, man. It just, that's something I'll miss, walking in a room and seeing him and just, us shooting the breeze, acting goofy and what have you. I think the last time I saw Bean physically and in person was this summer at Martin Kimber's show he did over at the Green Room or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And I crept up on him again and grabbed him by his neck and started kissing him on his forehead. And he's, I knew it was you. We had a moment and we just kind of talked for a second, and there was people trying to get a picture with all of us there, because Brooks was there as well. And Mark was there. Mark Webster was there as well. So, we were just kind of hanging out, man. And I think somebody has the picture. I got to find out what the picture is. I think my fiance might have the picture, but it's a picture of us four, Bean, myself, Brooks, and Mark at the Green Room watching Martin Kimber's show. So that was the last time I actually saw him. I actually texted him on Friday. He sent me a clip of 777-9311 being performed on Paul's Funk Friday thing. And then I sent him back emojis like fire and music and the whole drums and all the things. And then later that night, got that message from Eric, and I was laying there like, after I got off the phone with him, because I think the first thing I said was, man, I said, you got to be kidding me. And you're like, no, I was like, and then after I got off the phone with you, I went to call Kirk, man, but I was sitting there and I just, in my mind, I'm just trying to rationalize this at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'm going, what? And excuse my French, I'm like, what the fuck what's going on right now? And I just sit there and I just kind of, I don't think I went to sleep till about 2 o'clock that night because I was just, my mind was racing. Like,
no, I was with you. I'm right with you there, Damon.
I'm like, how? Yeah. And what? Like, that man didn't, I didn't see sick. I wouldn't have crossed my mind if that Bean would be. It just was
right
unreal at that moment. And then that morning, going on Facebook and seeing everybody's comments, and I just went, I didn't post anything, and I wasn't going to, just out of respect for the family. I just wanted to not really do or say anything or whatever. And then I thought about doing a live, and then I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna let this ride for a little while before I open up to, talk about a lot of stuff with him. And then when I got the message from you, Christopher, I was sit there and I said all day today, and I was like, man, do I belong on this thing to talk about hip-hop? I don't know if I should get on here. And then my fiance was like, just go ahead and say something, go on and just talk and show your love for him and just talk about what you said today, and which was the kind of person he is. This man could go home and talk. When you see a post from his child who talks about him going on the road, and when he got off the road, he'd come home and he wanted to cook, wanted to eat something, and her cooking grits and shrimp and grits, and she learned how to cook through him, and talk about these are the moments that you remember as a child from your father. I was going, that in itself gave me even more of who Bean was as a person. This man, just at home, he was a regular person. Even though he was this music icon, he was a regular person. He just wanted to, the love of his family, being around that, and then around people that actually, embrace him and his love and his energy. Oh my God, man. It's just, I can go on forever, man, and talk about outside of the music, what kind of brother that dude is, man, behind the people that, and everybody in this room then did something with him. There are a lot of young cats out there right now who have crossed paths with him, had a sit down with him, had a conversation with him. If I go into naming all these people, Law, Tony Mosley, Kirk Johnson, Levi Cisa Jr., you put all these people in here, man, Greg Sane. You talk about all these groups, Maserati. You think about all these different groups of people, this body, and not just us. We talking other major stars who have posted.
Yep.
Just to tell you how big he was. But yet humble within being.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just an amazing dude. Just so, yeah. I don't think you can say that enough for sure, because but you got that from him. Even if you met him for the first time, that was something else. It was a spirit, because even without knowing him, from the very second that I stood in front of him and we exchanged words, I knew what kind of individual he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
You knew who he was. You knew his spirit. You knew that he had empathy. You knew he was compassionate. You knew he was, you knew all those things without knowing him. That was just,
and that's a testament to Eric too, man. I mean, for that man to trust in Eric to do some stuff for him, to help him with some things, to get some things moving. Him and Marty trusting in him, that said a lot, man, to me, man. And I was always, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be funny, but Eric is an incredible dude himself. Eric put in a lot of work with Marty and Bean, and just to know that, and just to know that he trusted him enough for that, just goes to show you just what kind of person he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can't get to that level on nobody. You can't. It's like I have so much respect for everybody in this room. I have a big respect when Matt was in the band with us when we went on the nude tour. Man, the jokes, the craziness that went on that nude tour was just crazy. I mean, Matt was just funny as shit to me because he just had this. I don't want to call it dry humor, but Matt was funny, and but you don't catch that side of him all the time. You know, no, Mike was about business. When it was time to hit them drums, it was like I said, Thunderfoot's in the house. You know, Big Mike slapping them drums. I'm gonna tell you, it just was like that kind of thing all the time. So when you think about how you get close to somebody, it's like, man, Bean was just, the norm for you to, if you could be his friend, if you could be in his presence and he's laughing and just shooting the breeze with you, you are in something with a genuine person, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
I like to call him the humanitarian's humanitarian.
Ah, I like that, Matt. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I never heard, David, did he ever approach you and ask you about any different styles of playing or ask you how to play any certain patterns? Do you guys talk shop at all?
We did. We talked, always did, but I don't think that there was anything that that he wanted to learn how to play or anything like that. This is Bean. I mean, he could play, man. So I was just honored that he would always ask and always come, he had favorite songs that we did and that kind of thing, so he would bring that stuff up and we would play that stuff a lot. And, he would just dig it, it was an honor to have him around,
Yeah. And he was such a very, he was an interesting drummer because he always, even as tall as he was, he always sat upright and it's just, you never saw him, really kind of get into it or do it. What is and I guess this is a question for both Michael and David. I mean, as drummers, what was special about his drumming style? Michael, we'll start with you. What was your biggest takeaway with Jelly's playing style?
First off, he has had incredible time, like his pocket, and he just hit the drums with authority, man. I mean, he just bashed them in, man. I mean, he came from that old school, more like he played more like a hard rock drummer almost. I remember the first time seeing when the time came back out, like probably sometime in the mid to late 90s. I went to see
96.
I saw them at First Avenue, and Bean with the big drums, the shiny cymbals, the Zildjian. They weren't called platinum. I can't remember what. Maybe they were. I can't remember. But Zildjian had these really shiny cymbals, and you only saw like the rock and roll guys playing with those, like Tommy Aldridge and people like that. But Bean was doing that. I was like, oh, I see. It's about hard rock. And he was stomping the mess out of the kick drum pedal. He played with so much authority. With just, I mean, man, I don't really know what else to say. It's just I wanted to.
He owned it. He owned his groove, man.
Yes.
He owned his groove. That's all you can say.
He gave it up, man. He
certainly did.
To the wall, mashing it.
Well, as someone that studying the Minneapolis sound and being a study of drummers as well, I think he was the perfect drummer for the time. And not to say that Morris wouldn't have been fantastic. Morris is world-class drummer as well, but Bean with his timing, like you said, Michael, was impeccable. But it was also very rigid. I don't know how to explain it, but it was very rigid and on time. because most of the stuff he was playing live was a drum machine in the studio. So he had this mechanical almost precision that worked so great with the bass. So the foundation of whether it was Freeze or Terry on the bass, but his heart was rock and roll. So he gave that part to Jesse. And so him being in the middle with the rhythm, the rigidity of drum machine pattern to play with Terry, but on that same pocket, giving that rock lick to Jesse to lay that guitar on it. I think that's the reason there could not have been another drummer to get that same flavor that the time had. I just don't think it could have been done.
I agree, but now in retrospect, I'm thinking that me and Bobby and Sheila and Bean all went through the same battle, because when the records are made with these metronomic machines, then that's the feel. So I think it forces you to get your meter together. I mean, I think that's what it did for me, because you hear on the records, you hear, a perceived perfection. So, I think that is a thing that's pervasive for all of us who kind of came up in that camp. But I agree, Bean, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. Bean was so right for them.
Well, fortunately, the Lynn drum machine, the LM1, had some drift in its timing, just enough to make it not totally perfect. Like some of the later drum machines did have that, though.
Yes, it perceived perfection,
but it still was tight. No, it was still tighter than a human, though. Don't get me wrong.
Lynn was tighter than any of us.
Yes.
Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah.
And David, have you ever been in that scenario where you kind of had to convert to something that's like a drum machine? I mean, Tower of Power has always kind of been like this, very structured.
No, man, our shit was all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Our shit was all over the place. So I think there was a couple songs where we played with the drum machine live. I would play along with it, but we didn't like it. I mean, we just kind of like we're that loose kind of thing we did, and the tempos would go where they went, and we didn't really think about that so much.
Yeah,
sure.
It's a different thing, man. Just a whole different sort of vibe, than what you guys have.
Sure.
It's different.
It's just
Oakland,
different.
you
That's
got your
all.
own whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different.
Definitely not. Different. It doesn't have to be bad.
I'm kidding.
I can't even imagine what it's like. Like Michael, I don't know how you transitioned, to be totally honest, because you came from that rock world and you're playing with Soul Asylum and all those guys, and then have to kind of get into this syncopated scenario. I mean, that's I'm surprised you're not like David. You were just like, I just don't like this.
No, it's okay. I mean, we all have different. He can do many things I cannot. But one of the things I'm very good at is being chameleon-like. I study music almost like studying languages. Like I could, there was a time when I could speak French and then turn around and speak Italian, and then it's about knowing the language of the music you're playing, really.
Yep.
And he was in a band, so they did what they did. Me, I jobbed around a lot,
Yeah. Okay.
And I recorded with George Benson at Paisley Park, and Prince came in to get his guitar signed, and he mean mugged me. Like, what are you doing in here? So I think that there are people who are specialists, and there are people who exhibit this sort of chameleon-like characteristic, and I think I'm just one of those people.
Well,
but if you don't think I listened to, Oakland Stroke, Back to Oakland, that whole record, I was thinking about Man from the Past, Man from the, is that what it's called? Yeah, man, that outro sneaks up on you, man, and then you on a ride right there, man. Garibaldi is one of the greats.
Yes.
Well, the thing about all that we do, man, is it's art, no more, no less. And everyone has their take on things, your signature that you put into the music. Areas have a musical signature, like you guys, like we had out in the Bay Area here with, Mike Clark and myself, Gaylord Birch, and there's a whole bunch of guys, here that contributed to a sound, just like what you guys do. It's beautiful,
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that Bean reminded them of Gaylord. Like it's kind of that same sort of like that.
Well, I actually have
Gaylord was a bad, very, very bad man. He should have been ashamed of himself. He was so bad. I mean, it was really, he was really great, man.
Right on, man.
Oh, I actually have a little clip of Jellybean playing drums, so we'll take a little bit of a break just to kind of watch him do his thing. Let's check him out here. That's why it's called rhythm and blues.
Man.
Listen, that fill, I've never heard Bean play that fill before. That was greasy, man. I was like, what? I saw that earlier today. I'm like, I didn't know Bean had all that.
That's some left-handed shit right there, man. That's good.
Right. That was hot. Go ahead, Bean.
Yeah, the left-handed stuff is crazy to me too, because I don't think I ever paid attention like that. Obviously, you're drummers, you are, but I mean to see that. It's just weird. But he's that's why he's Bean. And to be honest, I think Sonny T was saying earlier when he came on, he said, a lot of people didn't even know that Jellybean played guitar. That was like just shocking that he knew how to play guitar. And I will be honest, it wasn't probably until about 10 years ago that I actually saw him play guitar, and I was blown away. And matter of fact, for those who don't know what that looks like, it's not just he plays with this fluidity a lot like he does with the drums, but watch him play guitar.
Oh man.
See, and I guarantee you there are people in this chat room right now who have never seen him play guitar. They've only seen him behind the drum kit, and unless you kind of see some of the side projects and stuff that he did, or read the credits and figure out that he actually played guitar on Janet Jackson's Black Cat, a lot of people just don't know that he had it like that.
He wrote most of it. I mean, he co-wrote that song too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, besides,
it's crazy.
Did he write "Why Should I Cry" for
yes.
Hendrix?
Yep, that's him. "Why Should I Cry" was written and produced.
So his feel was just so human. I mean, you could see it in his face and how he, just his body was all the way in it, and it was all there from coming out. His soul was coming out through the guitar.
Yeah.
The feel was right there.
You can tell that he had that feel. You could tell that he's in it. He's not watching the neck of the guitar. He's in the moment.
No.
Very much
the rhythm.
There's only certain guitarists that have stuff like that. Prince, John Mayer, those guys that are just B.B. King, those guys that are just I'm in it. I'm in the moment. I'm wrapped.
We played with Albert Collins one time back in the day. And when I saw that clip right there, I'm thinking, man, he looks like Albert Collins when he was
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, right on, man.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
With his body all into it. You're right,
Yeah, man, that was cool.
We actually have another guest in the green room. This is going to be interesting with 7, but got to bring this gentleman in. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage the one and only Eric Leeds is in the house.
Hey.
Hey,
Eric.
What's up?
Hey, before y'all get started, I'm gonna jump off here, man, and let y'all have it, man. I just appreciated you having me come on, and you know, the respect you guys are giving and homage you giving to Bean is incredible, man, and it's the love. So I appreciate that, man, and definitely keep on sending out the love for Marty and his kids, man, his daughters. So I appreciate you guys, Mike.
Yeah.
Pat,
yes, brother.
All you
Good
guys,
to see you,
man.
Damon.
I appreciate y'all, man, and y'all keep bringing that funk, man, all the time, and I'll always be watching from afar.
Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Y'all
Much love
take
to you.
time, man.
Take
I'll
care,
reach out
Damon.
to you tomorrow.
All right, man.
Thanks so much,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Love you, D.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only, obviously, Damon Dixon, Game Boy himself, and Eric Leeds. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Well, I'm hanging in there. I mean, all things
Now my
considered.
audio just went away. Okay, sorry.
Are you serious? Can you hear us?
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to take off.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Eric. Great to see you, man. So thank you so much for having me on this, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you and what you're doing. So
thank you. Thank you.
God bless you all.
Mr. Garibaldi.
We'll see you. See you down the road.
See you down the road, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only David Garibaldi. I mean,
that was a treat.
Yes, absolutely. Always.
Yeah, Bean always used to talk about Garibaldi being a big influence for him as a drummer.
Yeah, he was talking that he said every single time Tower of Power came anywhere near Minneapolis, he said he would turn around and Jellybean would be right there.
Oh, yeah.
He would always be at every single one of the shows.
Yep.
This man. So I think everybody here has kind of shared a little bit about their story about how they met Jellybean and you know, a story to share. Eric, what was the first time you met Jellybean?
I'm pretty sure I met him maybe the first day that I was working with Prince, if not the next day. Definitely it was Bean and Jerome who I met before anybody else. I didn't meet Paul until maybe a week after that. I didn't meet Suzanne until months later. The album, the family album was done, almost done before I ever met Susanna. So, because there was never one instance where any of us were together in the studio at the same time in the making of that album. So,
man, that's just. So what type of was it? Just pretty much a professional relationship? Do you guys spend any time at all together off the clock?
Not that much. I mean, pretty much it was just around the gigs, but I mean, that was enough because I mean, when everybody knows when you're in rehearsals, you get to know people.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
and I look, I got to tell you, like I didn't see Bean or anybody in the family the first year that I was with Prince because I had come up to Minneapolis. This was in summer of '84, and I did the saxophone stuff that I was going to do on that album. And then I ended up being on several months of the Purple Rain tour, particularly in the last few months in '85. So I didn't really get to spend any time with any of them until we started going into rehearsals for the family in summer of '85. And immediately, I'm still new in the camp or whatever. Paul is relatively new. But Bean was the elder statesman. We all, and that was just, we all realized, and it wasn't because he was saying, I'm the elder statesman. It was just because he was. I was the eldest, but that was only a matter of years. That didn't mean that I was a statesman, just because I was the eldest. Bean had, Bean had the gravitas and he had the experience, because I mean, he and Jerome obviously had gone back with Prince much further than any of us had, me or Paul or even Suzanne at that point. So, we all kind of looked at Bean as like he's the boss without being the boss of the family. And that's kind of the way we looked at it. And I liked it because it being new to the camp, being able to see the nature of the relationship that he had with Prince and everybody else, I could kind of sit back and learn from that. I said, I see what works between Bean and Prince. Maybe that'll work between me and Prince.
Well, did it?
Pretty much. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great.
It was obvious Prince had a respect for Bean.
Yes,
that was very real. But aside from, you all talked about, aside from just his musicianship, both as a drummer and of course in F Deluxe and the family, the last years he's played guitar with us, not drums. But Bean was what I related to just in the person that Bean was immediately, was that he was somebody that was obviously somebody so comfortable in his own skin and without any pretenses or contrivances. And I was, that meant something to me because my mother was like that. So that's kind of the family I grew up in. So I kind of grew to recognize that. When I would recognize that character in somebody else, that would mean a lot to me, because I came to realize over the years that when somebody is so comfortable with who they are, it enables them to effortlessly be comfortable with everybody around them. And that was Bean. I mean, he was a person that, I mean, Bean did not suffer fools, No. And he was certainly not shy about, showing his feelings, but he didn't show his feelings in order to demonstrate. It was just a natural showing of his feelings in a manner that was, legitimate. It wasn't trying to, he wasn't wearing his heart on his sleeve just to show he's, it was just who he was. And he was always so eager to sing the praises of everybody else, and yeah. So, and a person that was really had no intention or desire to go out of his way to harm people or the situation around him. And that as I've heard you guys talking, just as I came on, that was so evident in how he played music, whether as a drummer or as a guitar player. It was just, who he was. So.
Yeah. And just so you know, if people are wondering where these pictures came from, Steve Park actually sent me these photos. So these photos that you're seeing up to this point have been all Steve Park. So thank you so much to Steve. I didn't get a chance to put the little credit on there, but thank you, Steve, for sending those.
Yeah, these look like pictures that Steve had done for F Deluxe when we had gotten back together several years ago.
Yeah, matter of fact, that one was from the F Deluxe show. Yep.
Oh, that one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, he's got some pretty amazing.
That's a picture photos. I always dug. I always dug that picture of him. Yeah.
He's and my apologies to those who are listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio. You'll have to watch the video to see these photos that we're referring to at the moment, but it's all good. It's all good. Well, I just think that it's one of these it's one of these great losses. I mean, we all know that our days are numbered. We never know exactly when it's going to happen, and it's so it's devastating. And I definitely give so many prayers to Marty and his daughters. And it was I didn't know him I never really met his family. I never met his daughters or anything, but I find it so heartening and so so calming for me as a father to know that he spent so much time really just making sure that he was available for his kids and available for his children and being there, and really having the impact that he had because to be a musician and also be able to allocate time for family like that, and to the extent and dedication that he did it, just says a lot about him as a man and a lot about him as a character, because, you know, being a successful musician is hard enough, but then to be a great dad on top of that, that's just, I mean, that is admirable and worth notation. And so it's great to hear stories like that about him, especially as a father.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. And it's just what an amazing cat. I do actually have one little clip that Freeze had posted. Let's play this just for a second, just for shits and giggles. Let's do that.
Okay, check this out, y'all. Check this out. Again, y'all give it up for the original time member on drums, Jellybean Johnson, y'all. Give it up. Okay, check this out. Check this out, y'all. He has his back turned to you. And that ain't good. Y'all gotta make way more noise than that for Jellybean Johnson.
Yes, that's Jellybean right there.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
And I see this comment from Maria in the chat room saying someone wise once said to me that Jellybean never got the respect he deserved. There's more to that chat, but I really feel like that's true. With as much as an accomplishment and as accomplished as he is, I don't feel like he did. I really don't feel like people appreciated him to the level that, or maybe the other way to look at this is he was appreciated just as much as he wanted to be appreciated. I mean, because he felt like
a good way to put it.
Yeah, I don't think he really maybe aspired to, like, you know, this massive superstardom. I think that would have affected who he was as a person, and I think he had just enough fame, maybe, but still not appreciated.
Well, I it was a appreciation for everybody that knew him, and I think that was maybe more important.
True. Right?
Yeah. Him, because yeah. And I mean, you know, I suspect that's a comment about, you know, visibility in the marketplace as much as anything else, because anybody that was into the music, that really appreciated, you know, whether it was at the time or anything that he did, or, you know, would realize what the value of his involvement in anything. So it's, you know, I'm sure we could all list dozens of musicians over the years that have meant so much to us that we might say that person never got the appreciation or the, you know,
the accolades,
the popularity or something that we might accolade. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he has.
I mean,
I think he's had a lot of you know, popularity over the years and amongst the fans of the time.
I'd agree.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Obviously.
but like Chris, yeah. But like Christopher said, he was not going out in order to try to attract that.
No,
he just wanted to go out and be
and
who
play
he was
and have fun. Yeah. He just enjoyed entertaining. He wanted to play and perform. That it was his lifeblood. It was like his lifeblood. He
right. And most of us are not concerned about being famous.
Right.
What is that?
Fame is fleeting, as they say.
Yeah.
Can be anyway. Not always.
No, the people who knew him valued him, and that's what matters. I mean, the world is always going to play favorites and go its own way. But what he meant to us in the here and now, in the flesh, being here amongst us, that's priceless. I mean, you can't fill the hole that he's leaving in the Minneapolis music community, and the world on some level,
particularly in a community like this.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and I don't want Michael. I want to stop. I feel like I'm about to stir up some stuff.
It's funny.
Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
It's funny with everything else that Bean played. I think in the final analysis, what was so great to be about Bean was that he just wanted to play some blues.
Right.
I mean,
yes, sir.
Dude, look at the relationship that he had for so many years with Ronnie Baker Brooks, those cats. And if you cut to the chase, I think if you asked Bean what more than anything else he loved, he said, just, man, give me my guitar. Let me play some blues.
Yeah. You're right. I think.
Man. What Bean,
I like that about him anyway, because that's with him with everything he did.
Yes, sir.
Anyway.
Bean, we're gonna miss you, brother. Yeah. We're gonna miss you so much.
So Michael, I mean, when Michael, when from I'm interested from drummer to drummer. I mean, what insights can you give about some aspects of just, from a drummer's perspective of what Bean brought to certain things that maybe, wouldn't be as obvious to the rest of us?
Me and David Garibaldi kind of went back and forth about it a little bit earlier, but I mean, my thing was just that his time was unshakable. I mean, he played aggressive and tight and never got in the way. I mean, he exhibited very good taste. He supported the music for what it was supposed to be, and he just beat the crap out of the drums. And in time, I mean, you can't really whoop that. Great time, great feeling. Yeah.
It was just really tight and hard, and it was tasteful, and it wasn't. He never overplayed, really.
Right.
It was great in that respect. Like you said, the music deserved how he treated it.
Yeah, I mean, he's an example of anybody who outside of more eccentric, galaxies where music is different, but that's straight down the pipe, the funk, the rock and roll, the downbeat. Bean had it, man.
Yeah.
He had everything he needed.
Yeah.
He was the Ringo to funk.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, this was actually a post that they put on the Jellybean Johnson page, and kind of saying their farewell and to tell them to rest easy. So I'm going to show this this picture. Obviously is the last one that they posted, and then I'm going to share one more that Marty had posted as well. Marty was Jellybean's partner in life, and she posted this photo of her and him and said, "The last photo ever taken of myself and the love of my life. It is also the last photo of Jellybean Johnson, November 19th, 2025, Jellybean's birthday, and sadly his last. And we spent it seeing the Purple Rain musical at the State Theater. He loved it. said, I've spent 26 birthdays with you and you with me, my partner, best friend,
Yeah,
and
I
the
saw
best
that when she put that on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, best father in the world. Jasmine, Georgia Blues, Gigi, Mo, and myself know you are with your beloved Regal the Rare, and we take comfort in that. Reach for the light, Daddy. See you on the other side, Marty, aka Smokey.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of share that because that's obviously, you know, so here's what we're gonna do. I did create a video of people that had their photos taken with Jellybean, and so I do want to go ahead and play that video because it's about 7.5 minutes. And that being said, I want to thank all of you for coming, because we want to make sure that we kind of wrap a bow around this. Eric,
yeah, I'm gonna sign off. I got at this point.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
Sign off
I have to as well.
Thank you all, for inviting me.
Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. It's always an honor to have all you.
The video and
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and then I got it.
So
me too. But thank you for having me, guys.
Stay in touch, and we all.
Thank you so much, Eric.
And we,
thank you.
We're all in this together. So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
that's right.
Appreciate you, man.
Eric, thank you so much for joining us as well.
Thanks,
Eric.
I'll
put all of you in the green room. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. So let me just say, this video, I asked for people who had their picture taken with Jellybean. If you had an opportunity to get your picture taken with Jellybean, please post it. My anticipation was that there was only going to be a couple, or not a couple, but like maybe 20 or something like that. And for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, it's obvious. They just kept coming. So my apologies if you have just done it in the last few hours or so, but I had to stop at some point in time to be able to take these photos and put them into a video for you, so that we can take a look at everybody that posted, just to kind of give you a taste of the volume of people that love him. And I figured this was a good way to do it. So let's take a look at this, and let's just vibe out together for a few minutes.
That was hardcore.
That just gives you a sampling of how many photos people had sent in to me to make that I had put together.
Well, Bean was beloved, you know,
and that's just a sampling of. That's just a sampling of the amount of people that he's taken pictures with. It's just like endless.
Yes, sir.
I was going to wrap this up, and I had a couple things that I wanted to mention on this, but we do have one more guest for you guys that came in, and I wanted to get him in because he doesn't have a lot of time, and it was great that he was able to get us in the schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony M in the house.
Big ups, people. What's up?
Hey, man.
What is happening?
Man, it's good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
It's good to be seen, man.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yes, I do. No, I just wanted to this is a great platform. When you told me about it, I knew I only had a minute, but there's no way I could not come on and talk about Big Bro Bean real quick.
Yeah.
Some of the I'll tell you my earliest recollections of meeting Big Bro. It was I was probably between 10 and 12 years old, and had just gotten my first Schwinn Stingray 5-speed. You know, with the big lever, with the banana seat and the big sissy bar in the back. So I was able to get out and about. And I remember first time I went to it was Phyllis Wheatley Park, and Flight Time was just jamming out in front of Phyllis Wheatley. It wasn't the summer jam, it was just at Phyllis Wheatley Park. And they had just finished, and I remember approaching Terry, because I knew Terry from being my assistant Pop Warner football coach for Hospitality House. And he introduced me to Bean and Batman and Jimmy, but I think Bean was probably the one that I remembered the most because again, that infectious smile, and he was just welcoming. There was no pretense about him, right? And then being able to get up to the way on my little Schwinn 5-speed, and then that's where I really just opened my world up to Sonny, Prince, Mark Brown, everybody. And all these cats are up there on Plymouth. I'm living in the projects, so I'm a little ways down. Michael B, you remember the North Side projects because you guys had the Southeast projects over in Southeast Minneapolis.
We did. My dad didn't let me go over north though. The dividing line was East Hennepin. I couldn't go
East Hennepin. That was it, huh?
Yeah.
What was across that line that would have got you in trouble?
Northeast, North Minneapolis, danger, black people. I don't know why you didn't think I just blend in.
And that's so funny because Northeast was danger, white people, right?
So I couldn't go to either one.
You couldn't go to Northeast, and you would not be caught after dark over Northeast Minneapolis, as they couldn't be caught after dark in North Minneapolis.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It was funny because my mom didn't give a shit. We lived in the projects. It was just like, here we are.
Oh yeah, my mom. She didn't know, man. I was out and about, right? You didn't stay in the house. You got your ass out the house. You did not play in the house, and we would leave in the morning and come back before them street lights came on. So that's what it was, and we were all over the place, man. We rode them bikes from Minneapolis to St. Paul to South Minneapolis, you name it. We were everywhere, man. Like stupid shit, like on the freeway, driving on the shoulder on the 10-speed because it was quicker than going through downtown Minneapolis and up University and all that kind of stuff to get over there to Marshall U and Dinkytown.
Marshall U, yes. I went to Marshall.
I went to Marshall too, man. So 7th through 9th grade, I went to Marshall. Then I transferred to North High and graduated from North. So Bean had went to Marshall also, but he had graduated before I came on board. And so again, it was just how welcoming he was. I remember a time when this is a true story, man. Any of us know who've had close conversations with Bean. It's almost, and I used to rise him about this all the time, man. But you almost had to wear a face shield because Bean was a spitter. He'd be talking and be spraying the hell out you, man. Right? And I'd be like, Bean, come on, man. He said, what, Tony? He said, oh no, you right.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
Oh, come on, man.
He never did it to me, or maybe I just didn't notice.
Well, maybe he learned. Maybe Tony hipped him, and he stopped spitting on everybody. That's probably what happened.
But I remember Mike when we first came on with NPG, man, and we had just finished up Diamonds and Pearls, and it dropped. I think Get Off had dropped, and I remember him pulling me aside, and he just said, "Listen, bro, get what you can out of it. It don't last long, right? Make whatever imprint, whatever that is, you guys do it." And he said, the fact that he gave you the opportunity to actually co-write songs with him, he said, man, that's just unprecedented. So take advantage of it. He sees something in you. And it was that uplifting from all of the cats that we grew up with that kind of gave all of us, I think, that confidence to keep moving and keep going, right? He would see us doing dance contests down at First Avenue, or our little band playing at the Riverview Supper Club. And you remember that Riverview Supper Club, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
split level.
Yeah, and that's right. And he was always there, man. Like, I think I saw some posts, people just saying that every night of the week, he's probably watching somebody play, up and coming, young, and always had positive words for you. Just encouragement to keep at it, man. Because music was him, man. He was music.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How did you find out that he passed?
So I was at the Suns Timberwolves game last Friday, and Travis from Arizona, he hit me up and he said, "Tone, you at the game?" I said, "Yeah, I'm at the game." And he said, "Did you hear about Bean?" And just those words alone, I knew something was wrong, and then went straight to social media, and then Eric Rogers sent me a text and confirmed what I heard, because I typically don't jump right on. I wait till I see if there's anything else behind it. I didn't have like Marty's contact information. I couldn't reach out to her. So that's where I found out, was at the game. Yep. And so needless to say, not only did they lose, but I got news that my big bro had passed.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Gutted. That's the best way I could describe it. It's just gutted, because we chatted all the time, text, social, but the last time I actually got a chance to see him and got that big bear hug from him, because that's what it was. It'd be that big boisterous laugh, and he'd suck you up and bear hug you. It was at when we had our show at First Avenue back in September, and he was on the wings, just kind of hanging out, and he was always there for everybody, man. It didn't matter what camp it was. Bean was there.
I can definitely say I will miss those hugs, because as I got to know him a little better, and he would see me at a distance, and those hugs, man, there was nothing.
No, it was real.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't that fake little pat on the back. It was just what's going on, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll just while we didn't see each other that much, if they came out to play in Arizona or something, I would always, I go check them out, him and Morrison and Ricky and Tori and the fellas, man. And so we would see each other periodically. I remember it was so bizarre. You've heard of the young guitarist, Taj Farrant?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's incredible.
Taj is a beast, man. Have you heard of him? You've heard of him, right, Mike?
I'm not sure.
For those who don't know, he actually played a couple celebrations ago, and is just unreal. He broke out in Australia's Got Talent, doing a rendition of Purple Rain, I believe it was, and of course that got the eye of the estate, and then they brought him in, and I don't think a lot of people didn't know who he was, but he's a guitar phenom. He's a phenom.
He's phenomenal, man. I mean, in the vein of I'm not saying he's Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm just saying in the vein.
It's very close. I mean, he's got that same fluidity with his instrument, where it's an extension of him, and he's just in it.
15 years old, Mike. 15.
I think he's 18 now, I think, but still.
When I met him, he was 15.
Yeah.
And but I wasn't here to So
yeah, we understand. Yeah.
Taj, but it was I went to go see Taj at a little hole in the wall biker bar out here in Arizona, and I turn around, I get this tap on my shoulder. Do you know? I turn around and it was Bean. He came down to see this young cat, man, in AZ. He couldn't help himself, man, and Bean knew he was a beast, man. But we just sat and laughed and just said, man, it's in good hands with this younger generation, man. We fuss a lot about, music ain't the same. Nobody's creating anymore. You just have to dig for it a little bit deeper now, because these kids are out here, man, and a lot of them are respecting the game. They're putting in their work. Unfortunately, the business has changed so much where they're not getting the props or the recognition or the visibility that they should be getting. Because I feel like a lot of these kids, man, if everyone saw them, they would just blow, right? So now, I mean, with the game changing like it is, if you don't have your own social media marketing team, blah blah blah, you got to come in with your fan base already self-built. There's no artist development anymore, so it's just a different game right now.
Yeah, I think it's important, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier about people getting recognition for their contributions, and just kind of, we talked about the level that Jellybean is recognized, obviously among his peers and his friends and those who know him and are fans of definitely the Minneapolis scene. But there's a lot of people that don't know of all the accomplishments that he has on his resume.
Right.
I'm going to ask. See, I was going to blow things up, Michael, when I was going to bring this up, but and I've known Tony for years, so I'm going to go ahead and blow it up now. I don't understand. Sorry. The companies that be at the estate, but I don't understand how a person that is as phenomenal as Jellybean Johnson and as an important and integral of a part of as he is to the Minneapolis music scene, that his passing will go unrecognized or even posted at all on any of the social media channels that the estate is tied to. And I not on Prince, not on Paisley Park, not on any of the socials. And right. I don't, and this is kind of part of one of the things that kind of did not set right with me in this, just because, and I'm probably going to get, I'm going to hear a lot of shit tomorrow about this, but
say what you got to say, man.
Yeah. But that's kind of how I feel, is just like what you're saying, Tony. It's like, there's got to be the OGs in the house that are going to keep on pushing, making sure that these people that deserve to be recognized get recognized and memorialized when it's appropriate to memorialize them.
Right.
The problem is that if you go with this recent sort of wave of social media and these maxims and all these things that have come up to replace proper A&R and vetting of an artist and development and all of that, some people are going to stick to what they know, and other people are going to follow the trend. And we know what it takes to do this sort of thing. Tony and I both, we trained at the same academy. I never went to the army. I never went to the military.
Yeah.
So you had that up on me in terms of discipline and just self-will and so on and so forth, I'm sure. I had to learn. I had to get mine. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get mine in the by and by. Prince,
right.
beat us all up and made us better than we were when we stepped through that door. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is that certain the older generation, certain people have divested and gone that way. And I think that the estate thinks that they can just, maybe, keep things relaxed and they don't have to really put forth all this extra effort because social media takes care of itself. But that's just not the case. You have to be motivated. If you're going to protect Prince's legacy, that means you have to protect all of us.
Right. Facts.
And you can't be like the morgue and just take all the time. You got to give, man. And he didn't do it by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
everybody had their purpose. Everybody was brought in for a reason, right? You had a purpose to be there, right? If not, you wouldn't have been there.
Right.
You wouldn't have lasted long.
Yeah. How's the estate going to not acknowledge people that Prince acknowledged?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, and to be clear, I am seeing that people are saying that Paisley Park did post it on their Facebook page. It was a brief post on their Facebook page.
It was.
It was. So there's that. I did not see that. I've seen both Twitter accounts. Nothing happened. I saw it, but it's okay.
If we're wrong, we're wrong.
But
no.
It was still a little
doesn't change the.
That's Paisley Park though, which is.
They did post. They did post something.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I want to make sure that so my apologies, but so I wanted to give. But as far as the the estate stuff is concerned, that's it. It's still. I feel it's a travesty. It's
they haven't done enough. You can say it.
Well, and I know there's not other important things, but there's important things going on with the release of Around the World in a Day and the remastering, which is beautiful and gorgeous and all that stuff, by the way, and well worth a purchase. So definitely go get that. But I feel like it's tone deaf. There's some tone deaf things that are happening. There's a marketing thing that's going, but that's all beside the point, because the point of this is that it's so important that we spend time recognizing and celebrating these people while they're here with us, and definitely give acknowledgement when they leave us, when they transition.
Yeah, come on, man.
I just,
that's a given, man. So when you hit me up and just said there was an opportunity for the platform, I wasn't going to miss it. I know I was running late. I knew I didn't have time.
That's okay.
But I was going to. That's big, bro. There's no way I wasn't going to make time for it. So
yes, sir.
Well, and just like yourself, I know how the day kind of gets away, but we have another gentleman that's sitting in the green room right now. Might as well go ahead and bring him in, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please welcome
we
Kip
all
Black?
Friends? Yeah, come on, Clip.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He was
Kip
just here.
Where did you go?
Is that little bro Kip?
Yeah, Kip.
It was.
Come on back, partner.
Kip was here and he dropped off. Let me send him a text and say, I don't know what happened. You dropped off. I'll send me an email real quick. You dropped off. Come back.
Come back. He might not have been able to control it. Maybe his internet got weird.
I'll send him a text. Yeah, he'll be come back on. But yeah, I mean, Tony, better late than never, because I'm so glad that you got an opportunity to come in and
never late, always on time. Always on time.
Did the Timberwolves win that game?
No, they made it doubly lost. They blew 44 seconds. They were up by 5 to 7 points and blew it.
Oh Lord!
You
see where I'm at.
I'm a Minnesota sports fan, so those who know it's pain.
No, trust me. As a Falcons fan, I totally
you can relate.
Listen. 1998, your Falcons made me put everybody out of my house. NFC Championship game. I shit you not. You can ask Levi. They were all over for the big NFC Championship game. Man, they blew that game, and Gary Anderson shanked that free throw. I mean that field goal. I looked at my now wife and I said, we can start packing up. Everybody grab some Tupperwares. It's time for everybody to go. He said, what? I said, yeah. Mike know me, and he knows when I'm serious about something.
Absolutely.
There's no pretension. I love y'all to death, but you got to go, man.
That's the Tony Mosley I know. That's the Tony M. I've had the company kept with. Yes.
Oh,
when it's time to go. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I think I learned that from them. I love y'all, but damn, hit it.
You're right. Did Kip reply yet?
No, he hasn't replied. So I'm gonna call him real quick. Hold on a second.
The tone.
No, I got his voicemail message. So
well, not only was he late, but
he got ghost on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that, if Kip comes back in, or maybe something happened and now he can't come back in. But I forgot to mention this too, when Eric was here, that the Minneapolis Sound Museum, as Eric has said, was a passion project for Jellybean. And so he was trying to do the work. He was trying to make sure that Minneapolis, it got recognized and had a place to, a place where all that was there for people to relive these moments and kind of learn about the music history in that state. And the Minneapolis Sound Museum is, just like Eric says here, was a passion project for Jellybean, and I have not had an opportunity to go. I know there's things that are being established and things that were being still built and whatnot. But I think there's a way to contribute or to continue to help fund that sound museum. And if that is, Eric, if you have some type of link or something that somebody can, so that you can share, that maybe people can help contribute to it and kind of see that to the finish line, because I don't really know exactly where that stands, because I've never stepped foot in it. But I thought I understood that it still wasn't completely done yet. I don't know. So hopefully somebody can give me some clarification on that. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Kip. He just dropped off.
All right. Well, Kip can come back next week.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
We ain't gonna be doing nothing but sitting here talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, fellas, I got to drop.
All right.
Love y'all to death, Mike. Love you, man. See you.
Yeah, right on, brother. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, my man.
Okay.
Y'all take it easy.
Take
Law,
care,
I know
man.
you're out there listening. I'll hit you up, little bro. Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
man.
Peace out, Tony. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for stopping, man.
Got you. Later.
Later, ladies and gentlemen. Tony M. We got to do.
Well, all right.
I think that's like the perfect applause meter. I don't know what happened to Kip. I keep trying to call him, and it's kicking to his voicemail.
Maybe something happened.
Let's call him. He's not answering. See, the reason why I called him is because I was thinking if maybe he wasn't looking at his text, and this would get his attention if he's calling.
I understand.
All right, it's all good. Well, he knows we're here.
Exactly.
Samantha says you don't hear the applause. Do you are you not hearing the applause thing? Maybe did you hear it when I played it?
Did I? Yeah. I heard something vague, but I thought it was just, I couldn't really hear it.
I wonder why. Because I was
there
actually
kind of. I think maybe sometimes your mic is set on that thing where it's like it'll push certain sound out. Like it's a thing that happens on Zoom a lot, where you have to it's like a gate on your microphone that pushes.
Yeah, that may have been it. Well, it should only be coming through the board and directly here, but yeah, who knows? It's probably something that I need to figure out. But for those that were wondering, Kip Blacksher was in the green room, and right as I was bringing him in, he dropped off. And I've been trying to contact him to see if he's everybody's sending me a text. Paisley Park did do a post 3 days ago. Okay, yeah,
all right.
Post. Yeah, on Facebook.
And the point is, they could have done a lot more. Really,
I mean, they did a post, but I was a little bit perturbed to not really see anything in regards to on the Prince Estate. I mean, and I even looked at some of the people that sit at the table. I looked at your social media accounts to see if you said anything, and you didn't. And you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that you need to, but it's just a way of kind of maybe paying your respects a little.
Well, showing some solidarity with the rest of us.
Yeah,
because it's whether they realize it or not, losing Bean, it will affect their lives too. If they're adjacent to this phenomenon at all, they will be touched by it. You know.
I see a couple people asking about Jesse Johnson. Dana is asking about Jesse Johnson, whether or not I spoke with him. I have not spoke with him. I did send him a text before, but I know it's been, I'm pretty sure that he didn't even to have to lose D'Angelo and Jellybean in such a short window of time is just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
That's the reality of things. Let me just say,
sorry, before you continue,
go ahead.
This is a point. Jesse just lost D and Bean.
Right, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, that's right. So a couple of things. First off, for those who want to revisit some of the interviews I've done with Jellybean, I did set up some. One of the first interviews I did with Jellybean, there was one about 5 years ago that I did. I set up a shortcut link to funkatopia.com/Jellybean. So if you want to see that interview where it's literally just me and Jellybean, that's one that's there. I've set up another one where Jellybean, Monty Moore, Tori, and Ricky Freeze, better known as JMTF, right? JMTF, the Time Band. When we had the Time Band on, if you want to go to funkatopia.com/Time Band, you'll be able to see the band. We had all of them in, and we were just cutting up and laughing and having a great time. And then funkatopia.com/family, if you want to watch the one when we had the entire family band here. It was Jellybean, St. Paul Peterson, Susanna Melvoin, Eric Leeds, and Jerome Benton. They were all in the room, and it was great. And some folks weren't happy about it because they came to us first.
That's all right. Hey, listen, because they come where they're celebrated, not where they don't go where they're tolerated.
That's right. I love that statement when you dropped that. That was
is that one of my lines?
That's one of your lines. I love that. I literally wrote that down, and I actually put that in my daughter's journal. It's just like, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
That's right.
That's it.
And we all know what it's like to be that person. So it's like,
yeah.
I think it's great that we have an open forum here where all these people from the Purple Universe and the music beyond all of this bubble, where people can come and we can talk real, and there's no pretense. We're just having real conversation, man, about this thing,
It's been good. I will tell you that there is going to be a celebration for Jellybean Johnson on December 2nd. I wanted to make sure that you saw this. This is from Paul Peterson's St. Paul, Minneapolis All-Stars. St. Paul and the Minneapolis All-Stars are honoring the life, music, and legacy of Jellybean Johnson on December 2nd at Herb Alpert's Vibrato, which is over in LA, I assume, Los Angeles. And special guests will be Wendy Melvoin, Dr. Fink, Kirk Johnson's going to be there, and also featuring the family with St. Paul Peterson, Susanna Melvoin, Eric Leeds, Jerome Benton. Is going to be a pretty amazing show. That's December. Man, you guys over in LA get some pretty amazing shows. They just avoid Atlanta altogether. It's like, it was good enough to see Erykah Badu the other night. That was great. That was a good show.
Oh, right on.
But December 2nd, there's actually two shows apparently. Again, St. Paul and the Minneapolis All-Stars, Minneapolis Funk All-Stars, 7 and 9:30 p.m. at Herb Alpert's Vibrato.
That's right.
So definitely go. It's going to be an amazing time. Also, to kind of let you guys know, I hope you guys have been enjoying Prince-giving. For those who don't know what Prince-giving is, it's where we play all of Prince's music in chronological order, starting from 1975 and going all the way to 2021, which is when Welcome to America was released. And we started it Friday at noon, on November 21st, Friday at noon. And it literally just ended like an hour or so before this show started. That's crazy. Yeah. It's insane. It takes 4.5 days to do it. And guess what? That was the first round. The second round starts in 48 minutes from right now. So the second round starts at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, if you want to listen to it, it's a lot of fun. And it's ASCAP license and global music rights license. So when the artist gets played, the artist gets paid. And it starts at 11 p.m. The only way that you can listen to it is by becoming a member of Patreon at patreon.com/Funkatopia. That's patreon.com/Funkatopia. Because when you sign in for that, you can get a password and you can actually listen to it, because we have a radio station that's 24/7 funk, but we had to move this one on behind a Patreon wall just because of the volume of people that listen. And there was a lot of people that were listening for free.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the reality of it is that because this radio station is ASCAP licensed and global music rights licensed, it's not cheap.
That's right.
And every single time they send me that email asking me show me all the artists that you played and all the songs that you played and how many people were listening. And it's, man, when I have to download that report, it's like a little mini heart attack every month.
Yeah.
So download that Funked Up app and take a listen to it. It starts at 11. It starts at 11 p.m. So make sure you tune it in. Lastly, I figured this is probably a better place than any. Our show, the Revelation show was happening on December 6th at the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, is not happening. So please make sure that if you were planning on making travel arrangements or have already made travel, if you plan to come, please make sure that you check with the box office and get refunded. We had to cancel the event. There's way too many things going on, and you guys apparently have a weather situation that's going to be happening around this time. Also, apparently,
it's Minnesota. Minnesota does what it does, man. I mean,
yeah. So just wanted to kind of briefly let you guys know that show is unfortunately going to be moved. There's something else that's in the works that we're not going to be discussing at the moment. So
sure, we're looking at it's a lot of things, man. I mean, I wish we would have got together on the wording, but but I guess that's as good as anything else. We're changing venue, we're changing strategy, we're changing everything, man. So
yeah, it's gonna be great. Just know it's coming, and it's all good, but it's probably good because with the holidays and everything, it's been a lot, and we realize that it's just a lot. It's a lot. So we're restructuring. So let's just take it from there. Let me just say, tonight was amazing. It was such an honor to be able to sit here and celebrate the life of Jellybean. He will be forever missed. Dude had such an amazing impact on the Minneapolis music scene and beyond. He is one of the OGs for sure. And we're all going to greatly miss him. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And thank you to all the guests that came. I neglected to write down everybody that came, but it was a laundry list of people. It was pretty freaking incredible. And considering that tonight's show and my birthday celebration that happened on the 18th.
Oh yeah.
Literally a week ago, it was a madhouse in here, the same exact madhouse. Yeah. So it's pretty cool that people are willing to come and get together. And good show tonight, man. Good show.
Yeah, I'm not sure how cathartic it was, but at least we all got to speak together about Jelly,
Yeah, absolutely. It's been amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe we didn't even really have anything planned for this week, and then unfortunately, when this occurred, we were like, there's no way going around that. We have to give him flowers. So
sure.
I appreciate it.
Let's hope it's not something as dire.
No.
Pushing us into next week.
No, it's not. I can't do that. I can't do
that, man. My goodness.
Yeah. I was going to say something stupid, so I'll just won't do it.
Well, it's probably time to sign off, then. That's what I do when I'm about to say something stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight for Funkatopia Live. I am Mr. Christopher. This is my brother from another mother, Mr. Michael Bland.
I love this dude over here.
It's the same. We will talk shortly, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Stay tuned because we got some really, really cool stuff coming. God bless everybody, and I hope this was cathartic for you, for sure. Good night, everyone. Good night.